Alright there you guys again, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be officially updating you guys on some more latest news that I've just currently watched. As you can see on my main headlines is the latest news about Morata and some other latest news guys I'm going to update you with. According to reports about Alvaro Morata that we was looking to get him in the region for £60 odd million, that was our estimated price. And according to reports that we've currently upped our bid to £70 million, and this has been currently rejected by Real Madrid. So basically, yet again, another bid has been rejected for Morata. As for months and months, we have been looking to get Morata on the board. We're just waiting for it now to be fully finalised and announced. I don't know when it could be fully announced. There were talks it could be announced tomorrow sometime or sometime this week. But I do expect us to get players on the board sometime this week before the US tours. And we've got LA Galaxy coming up also as well. But we're currently in this position. Didn't expect to only have one player on the board, because we know with Jose Mourinho, I do have a lot of trustworthy and faith in him. He does like to get the job done early. But there's still time, you know, in this transfer window to get the players that want him. But with Morata, yes, he has been rejected by Real Madrid. Of course, he's urged off his honeymoon. He'd urged off his honeymoon, Morata. He'd urged off his honeymoon because he'd rushed off his honeymoon to get back to Madrid to consider making a move to Manchester United. Before Perez said negotiations hadn't turned out. And this has been the delay about the deal with Morata. You know, with him being on his honeymoon, that could have delayed things a bit longer. You know, them holding talks. And as I did say, they had showdown talks Monday, I think it was, at the Bernabeu. His father and his current agent, his father Morata's, at the Bernabeu to hold exit talks about Morata and this currently decide on his future. But he has currently said he is urgent of making a move to Manchester United. But Real Madrid are looking more in the region of a price tag of around about 79 million or 79 million euros or whatever it is. Nearly 80 million euros or something like that. As I said, we were estimated to get Morata round about the 60 odd million price that we wanted to pay for him. But are Manchester United still willing to pay Real Madrid his price tag, as they have currently rejected now 2 or 3 bids. But I'm still adamant that it will happen. It will come to agreements because we have agreed personal terms, as I said, with Morata. But he's fantastic. He's one of our main priorities now. I said he leads the lines very, very well. We need someone in that number 9 role who's going to operate in number 9 role to replace Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You know, Morata, very, very lethal in the air. 6'2" tall. Very good at leading the lines. Good at getting through the channels. As I said, he's got that winning pedigree as he's proved it at Juventus. And that past experience with Mourinho and Pogba will be beneficial as well. But I am sick of these intense speculations. Us agreeing deals and then us currently getting knocked back. As I said, it does take time, transfer negotiations and stuff like that. But I think with Real Madrid, they should be accepting the offers. We keep getting bids currently rejected. But as I said, he's good at leading in the lines. He has had the regular starts at Real Madrid. You know, he insists he wants to play first team football, you know. And he will definitely get that under Jose Mourinho, will Morata. But I just want it to be basically fully announced as soon as possible. Whatever's going to be going on now, whether we're going to be paying the asking price of Real Madrid, then I should consider we'll get him on the board, basically. But yeah, as I said, it has been up and down in this transfer window, guys. I said we need someone who's going to lead them lines with Morata there, because we need that backup plan, because Rashford's good, he's got young talent experience. You know, he's a good young athlete, but as I said, not ready to lead the lines just as yet. And also, we've got a good young team in some aspects. You know, Martial's fantastic. Still got to improve on his game as he's only 21 years old. And he's fantastic from the left-hand side. He did perform well in some of his games last season. But Lukaku, they have been in advanced talks. What's been going on with Lukaku is basically Mourinho has been told that he will be making a move to Chelsea. It's been stemming basically since March that Chelsea have basically been in the ascendancy. you know, to get Lukaku on the board. Then we've joined the race a couple of times to get Lukaku. Lukaku, though, I do think he leads the lines well. He is good at physically going around defenders. You know, he can bully the defence as well. He links up with his teammates fantastically well. He can score a bag full of goals, as he proved last season. 25 goals last season, I think it was. And, you know, he's fully Premier League proven as well, so that would be beneficial. Some people think Lukaku would be beneficial for Manchester United. But I just don't think he's very, very consistent against the big teams. I think he's a big game flop, and he's also got a woeful first touch also. But there's been a price tag. He's rated around £100 million player. Is Romelu Lukaku. But we'll wait there, guys. Let's have a charge. Wait there. Yeah, we're on Lukaku. Yes, he's rated around about £100 million player. I said he's good in the air. He's got fantastic genuine pace as well as Lukaku. And you know, he's Premier League proven, being at Chelsea in the past, being at West Brom in the past as well. And he's also been at Anderlecht in the past as well before that. But some people think it would be beneficial for him, you know, to get a reunion under Jose Mourinho. But I think he could be in the ascendancy now to go to Chelsea. Because I think he's got some unfinished business to do. You know, if he goes back to Chelsea, he will maybe succeed there. But we'll have to see what happens. See if anything more updates on that, I will be updating you. But I said we do need that striker there with Morata, whether it's Lukaku, whether it's Belotti. Some news I haven't heard about him also. Obviously, we're missed out on Griezmann. You know, I think he's extended his contract to 2022. As I said, we need them reinforced up front. We have dwelled about this because, you know, it was all to do with the transfer ban basically, but he had that guilty conscience because they couldn't find an alternative replacement. And he is very, very good. He scores fantastic goals for Atletico Madrid, does Griezmann. We was all adamant he was going to be coming until this transfer ban come. If it had been uplifted, he'd have been coming. If it had been lifted, he'd been coming. As it been upheld, you know, he's currently staying at Atletico Madrid. It's still possible, according to reports, that we could still look at him in January to maybe get him on the board in January. You know, when they can start making signings, Atletico Madrid. But we'll see what happens about that. And the latest news about Ibrahimovic as well, guys. As I said about Ibrahimovic, he's currently left the club. It would depend on his fitness. He's still recovering from the knee injury he suffered back in the Anderlecht game last season in the Europa League. The ligament knee injury. People basically now, Di Marzio's basically announced that he could be convinced that he could be making a move to the MLS, which is LA Galaxy. But Zlatan Ibrahimovic last season was fantastic. Led the lines very, very fantastically well. 28 goals last season. And he was the line knight and led the lines fantastically well. A fantastic signing for Mourinho, that was as well. But he's been favoured for the move to LA Galaxy. Obviously, he's got a lot of options what he can do with himself, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But he's very quick in the air. He's very agile, very strong. Got fantastic genuine pace, as he has shown at Manchester United. Scores bag full of goals, and you can tell with all the honours he's got with Barcelona. I think with Paris Saint-Germain in the past, maybe I think Ajax in the past as well, and now with Manchester United. So he's a fantastic player, and I said it will be a privilege to see him. It's been a privilege, and he has left the club now as Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So yeah, he could be going to LA Galaxy, could Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That could be his favoured move to go there. Also, what's other latest news? Wait there. Wait there, guys. As I said about Wayne Rooney, yes, guys, they have been in advanced talks with Everton. Could be going. He may be going back. It could be confirmed sometime this week. Could be going back to Everton, where it all began for Wayne Rooney. But he's been fantastic over the years. Won every single domestic cup. Been at the club 13 years. Achieved what he's achieved. I think in the last 3 years, though, Wayne Rooney has currently passed it for Manchester United. Had a regular starts last season with Jose Mourinho. You know, a lot of people want Wayne Rooney out the door, and that does look realistic now. It's going to happen. We could still be demanding a fee, whether we'll be going on a free transfer, I don't know. We could still be demanding a fee to Everton. And he scored 253 goals, the all-time top goal scorer. As I said, he needs credit for that. And yeah, we could be demanding a fee, as his salary's about 30 million a year. He's Wayne Rooney's. So yeah, guys, we'll see what happens with that. But it is important that we do get him out of the door. Also, there's also been a few transfers have been confirmed. As I said on one of my previous videos, that Arsenal have currently signed Lacazette from Lyon for 52 million, a world record fee. And plus he's completed his medical. And I said what a big signing that's going to be for Arsenal. You know, they've got no Champions League football to offer. You know, he's capable, this Lacazette, of, you know, at least 20 goals a season. So he will lead Arsenal's line fantastically well and bring that firepower there. But there's a few Arsenal players basically maybe on the brink of leaving Arsenal also, you know, and they are lacking that depth in that midfield. They need to strengthen the midfield up. I think they need maybe someone at the back as well, do Arsenal. But this might bring confidence for Wenger now for Arsenal, because they have got that player on the board, and yeah, that's good news for them. Whatever will be happening with Sanchez is still uncertain. We're not quite sure, as he's been linked with Barcelona. Manchester City have been in there because Pep Guardiola is looking for the reunion, because it is his #1 solution. Whether Sanchez didn't have the intentions of winning 2 FA Cups in 3 seasons with Arsenal with a player of his calibre, but I'm not quite sure he will be doing. I think he's desperate to be signing a new deal as well. But he's very composed, very well organised, very energetic, very good in the air, very versatile, very enthusiastic, and he's got all the physical attributes. And I don't think, from some Arsenal perspectives, that they'd want to lose Alexis Sanchez, even though they have signed Lacazette, who's good at bullying defence as well, good at leading the lines, good at getting through the channels. I've watched him quite a few times at Lyon, you know. I know a lot of Arsenal fans will be very ecstatic about this. But I think if Arsenal get they've got Lacazette. If they were to get Thomas Lemar, who they're after as well, who 14 goals in 55 periods last season, very skillful, very good in the air, very versatile. I think he's a winger, is he, or something like that. I think he can play as a winger as well, or even a midfielder, central midfielder, something like that. He's got all of his attributes, and he would be fantastic for Arsenal. He would strengthen their team up as well. If they were to keep Sanchez, they may still need another player on the board, but if Sanchez was to leave, they definitely need a player on there as well. It would be, if they were to get Thomas Lemar and currently Mahrez, who they've looked into as well, you know, with Lacazette there, it would be a fantastic. They'd link up fantastically well, and it'd be a fantastic combination there for Arsenal. A couple of big signings coming into their club, as they do need, as players maybe leaving the club. Olivier Giroud could be leaving the club. But as I said, with Everton, they're doing fantastically well in this transfer window. You know, they've signed Michael Keane. We nearly got him back. They've signed Sandro Mahrez, who's fantastically good, got fantastic genuine pace, and can score fantastic goals and lead the lines. They could be getting Rooney. So basically what Koeman has said, he's looking to bolster his squad and strengthen his team up, as them two is a fantastic partnership up front with Rooney there. They've also signed another couple of other players as well. So Everton are doing fantastic in this transfer window, and they also could get Giroud on the board as well. So Everton are doing fantastically well. They've spent over 90 million or 100 million pounds on players of Everton, and they are doing well in this transfer window so far. That's why they're looking for an alternative players for Lukaku. They can basically get rid of Lukaku for basically a world record fee. what Everton are basically holding out for him. Whether it be Manchester United and Chelsea, I don't know. I still think Chelsea are merged as the front runners in there to get Lukaku on the board. So, with Liverpool, obviously they've got Salah on the board, who's got fantastic genuine pace also. He'll dramatically improve their wing play, you know, create that width fantastically well with Salah there. He's a good, highly rated player, he's very good in the air, very tenacious, makes a massive impact to his game as well, does Salah. I think they got him on a 30 million deal. I think they're also after Naby Keita, who's a fantastic player as well. He's a dynamic box-to-box player. He can also play as a holding midfielder as well, but I think he's better when he's set free, pushed up more in an attacking position, you know. He's very creative, very composed, very energetic. Can also, you know, to be in attacking, if he can play a centre mid, as I said, but if he's in that attacking position, he's got that spirit, you know, and he can feed teammates ahead of him, you know, to emerge attacks and stuff. There've been talks that they could be getting him for around about 70, 80 million pounds or something like that. Don't think it has been finalised as yet, as talks are going through with that. So basically that would be a fantastic signing for Liverpool. Also, Chelsea are basically now on the brink of signing that Roma centre-back, as I can't pronounce his name, but he did claim he was receiving racism abuse over in Italy, Rome. They're on the brink of getting him. I think it's been talks around a 30-odd million pound deal. This is going to be their first, well, big signing of the summer. I think they've signed a couple of young talented players in there, Chelsea as well. They've also looked basically it's an alternative replacement for John Terry, who was at Stamford Bridge 22 year and has currently gone to Aston Villa. They've also looked into the region of Virgil van Dijk and Bonucci. It hasn't currently worked out that way, as Van Dijk, I think there's a price tag of maybe still 60, 70 million pound that Southampton have held out for Van Dijk. Also Liverpool have shown their interest as well. And with Bonucci, not quite sure what's going to be happening with him, guys. Also, any more latest news to update you guys with. Also, Diego Costa, I think, is set to leave Chelsea, maybe. I do think between Lukaku and Diego Costa, I do think they are comparable in certain situations. I think Lukaku, you know, I think he's more fast, and I think he is more feared in some aspects of his game. But yeah, if Arsenal get the likes of Lemar or Mahrez in, that would potentially, you know, complement their midfield as well and bolster their squad up as well. Because we know they have got no Champions League football to offer, but it is a fantastic signing for Arsenal, guys. I am going to be honest. Also, we've missed out on Bernardo Silva this summer as he has gone to Manchester City. Also, we've missed out on, you know, Griezmann. Even Perisic, not quite sure what's going to be happening with him yet, as another bid's being rejected by him also. So, anything else to update you guys with? Let me have a think. And as I said, Real Madrid basically, as I said, they need to offload one of their players if they want to get Kylian Mbappe on the board. You know, he's one of the highest prospects in the world. Very, very good in the air. You know, he's very prolific. You know, stands out fantastically well for France also. Arsenal have been in there with a couple of staggering amount of offers as well. But Real Madrid, I don't think, can get him on the board unless they offload at least one of their players. But he's a fantastic player, and I'd love the likes of Kylian Mbappe, you know, to come to Manchester United. He reads his game fantastically well, very composed, very well organised. But, yeah, another players may be available down the line, you know, and we should be first there in the queue if necessary, if more players come available down the line. But, yeah, guys, going back to the topic of but with our main priorities that look likely, Morata still looks likely even though a bid's being rejected. Perisic could still happen. Fabinho maybe could still happen. Matic maybe could still happen, as that's currently delayed, depending on the pursuit of Chelsea's pursuing Bakayoko from Monaco. But Monaco don't want to lure or get rid of too many of their young talented players, which some of them could be going, including Mbappe, Fabinho, maybe Thomas Lemar, Bakayoko. So there's a few basically that they've attracted a lot of teams, and they could basically depart Monaco. Had a fantastic campaign last season as well. But yeah, going back to the top development about Morata, we do need that number 9 role, and it has been a bid has been currently rejected. We currently increased the offer to 70. It was 61 point some or 62 million to 70, and this has been currently rejected by Real Madrid. So I think more things will be discussed about that over the upcoming days about Morata. But I'm sick of these intense speculations, you know. I don't know when it's going to be fully announced. I presume it's got to be sometime this week that Morata is going to be fully announced that he's going to be making a move to Manchester United. Because he's considered, he wants to make a move. He's had his wedding before. He's urged off his honeymoon. He was in Madrid last week. And I think he's gone back on holiday. And we'll have to see what happens. But I'm still very, very confident. I'm very convinced that I still will be making a move to Manchester United. Some of the transfers you could say you could be still dubious about in some scenarios of what's going on around. But yeah, guys, we'll see see what happens. Left back, as I said, I do still have some concerns at the left back position. We may probably not sign a left back as we've looked into quite a few. I'd give Luke Shaw another chance as he's our advanced left back. Right back's not potentially essential as well. We could get one, but Valencia's our advanced right back as he has extended his contract till 2019. He was very, very good in years, got fantastic ability, got good passing ability, creates that width fantastically well also. And we've got Darmian there as a backup plan, whether he'll be going to Juventus or whatever, I don't know. I think Jose Mourinho is determined, you know, still keep him at Manchester United. And we've looked into a couple of centre-backs as well. But I do think Bailey and Lindelof will be a fantastic centre-back partnership. Jose Mourinho did sign 4 fantastic players last summer. He's got that winning pedigree. Stamford Bridge was a fortress when he was in charge of Chelsea. You know, he succeeded well in the previous transfer windows at Chelsea. And it just takes time, and you've just got to basically bide your time. We will get the players on the board in that we do want. But it's beneficial that we do get at least a player or 2 on the board for the US Tours, you know. So they can bond well, you know, and be good in that situation. I'll be disappointed if we don't have a player on the board by the US Tours or the LA Galaxy game. If we don't have another player and we just have Lindelof, then we have rights to be have concerns about that also. But yes, guys, anyway, guys, that's everything to update you with, guys. Hope you enjoy my time and company today as usual. Drop a like on the video, guys, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you later on. Bye.